In this video, I would like to show you how to graph linear equations. First of all, what's the linear equation? The linear equation is an equation in this form. The form of the linear equation is y equals mx plus c. So this is a linear equation. What's c? C is called the y-intercept. And what's the y-intercept? The y-intercept is, we know it's linear, so it's a line. So we'll have some line looking like this, looks like that, so some line. This line will definitely cross the y-intercept. So it will definitely cross the y-axis. So this is the y-axis. So the line will come through this. That point where the line crosses the y is called the y-intercept, which is C. So let's take it step by step. In this equation, y equals 2 over 3x plus 1. What's C? It's this one here. So the line, we'll have a line coming through the point 1. So let's mark it, this one here, on the y. So we did mark it. We got 1 point. And then, to have a line, you just need 2 points, right? So if you have 1 point here and 1 point there, then you can just connect them to make a line. If you have 2 points here, you connect them to make a line, right? So we got one already. So how to find the other one? That's when we need to look at this m here. What's m? M is called the slope. It's called also the gradient. It's the same thing. The gradient or the slope. And the teachers are always saying the slope is equal to, let me just erase this, we don't need it anymore. So the slope is equal to rise, it's not rise, it's rise, okay, rise over run. So what's our slope in this equation? The slope is what comes before the x. So the slope, the gradient we have is 2 over 3. That means we rise 2 and we run 3. Okay, but from where? From the first point we got. We got a point here, do you remember? So from this point, we rise 2 and we run 3. So let's do that. Rise 2 means jump up 2. So you ready to jump? So that's the first one and that's the second one. So we did rise 2. Good. So now we run 3. So from this point we run 1, 2, 3. So we run 3. That means we now have 2 points. Let me just erase everything to keep just the points. So let's erase this. Now we have 2 nice points, right? If we connect them, that's our nice line. Let's just connect them. That's a line. You can just let the line go forever if you want. It's all correct. The most important thing now is to make these arrows. Why? Because the linear equation, the line will go forever. And that's it. We did represent this line here. Did you get it? Let's do another example on the same graph with a different color so that you can understand it better. Now, what if the question asks you to graph this? Y equals negative 2 over 3 x plus 2, let's say 2. Now, we first need to know where this line will cross the y. The y-intercept is C, do you remember? So the y-intercept here is 2. So this is where the line will cross the y. So let's just make a point on 2. This is our first point. So we need another point so that we have a line. So the slope is negative. Oh, let me just use the pen. So the slope is negative 2 over 3, right? So we will rise, sorry. Let me just erase this. Let me also erase that. So let's write it again. So the slope is what comes before the x. So it's negative 2 over 3. That means we rise negative 2 and we run 3. If it's negative, you just go down instead of up. So let's do that. From which point? From the y-intercept, which is 2. So we go down 2 if it's negative. 1, 2. That's good. So we went down 2. Now we run 3. Run is always to the right. So 1, 2, 3. So we got the other point, which is very good. So what's the next? What's the second point? The second point is on the 3 here. Now we got 2 points. Yes, we did. Let's draw the line. So the line will then connect these points. You can make it as long as you want. It's not a problem. You can just make it here. That's all right. This is a nice, beautiful line. Oh, I should have done a different color, but it's all right. Now this is the second line. Now this is mostly everything about it. That's what we want. Now, in some schools, they want you to use the table. Let's do the table just for the sake of understanding everything. All right. Let's use the table. So this is a nice table here. Now, how do we use it? For example, for the first line we did, if I want to draw it using this table, it's a lot. I don't like it. I like the first method, but it's always good to know more than one method, right? So let's learn it. What you will do is, let's assume x is 0 and x is 1, x is 2 and x is 3. For each one of these values of x, we need to find the values of y. So substitute x equals 0 here. So you will have y equals 2 over 3 x plus 1. Instead of x, substitute 0. So it's 2 over 3 times 0 plus 1. Anything times 0 is 0. That means y equals, this is all 0 plus 1. So y equals 1. We got the first value of y. Now let's substitute x equal 1. So you'll have y equals 2 over 3 times 1 plus 1. So 2 over 3 times 1 is just 2 over 3 plus 1. So y equals 2 over 3 plus 1 is 1 and 2/3. So y is 1 and 2/3. That's why I don't like it. It has some fractions sometimes. Now let's skip 2. It will also give us a fraction. Let's do 3. So substitute y equals 3. So y equals 2 over 3. And instead of x, substitute 3. And then plus 1. Now let's cancel these 3's. So you'll have y equals 2 plus 1 is just 3. So you'll have y equals 3. That's very good. That's very good. Now that's enough. If you have just 2 points, that's enough. We have the first one, 0 and 1, and we have 3 and 3. Now let's represent these points. Do you know how to do that? Let's do it. When x is 0, y is 1. So x is 0 and y is 1. So it's this point. Let's represent the other one. When x is 3, y is 3. So it's this point. Have you noticed? We got the same line. So it's up to you now. You can do rise over run, or you can do the table. That's how you do the linear equation. Now, if you fully understand this, why don't you try to graph this one here? Let me just move this. Why don't you graph y equals 3 over 4x minus 1. Try this now. So y equals 3 over 4x minus 1. I will upload another video explaining how to do such questions and how to do, for example, if y equals 5x, for example, or y equals minus 2, and all these. So keep following, and that's all for this video. Thank you. Bye.